Hello, everyone. The following will explain the operating and maintenance instructions for the G22X and G45X lawn mowers. Both models share the same procedures for operation and maintenance. Remote control functions. Power switch. Engine throttle control. LED headlight switch. Engine lock switch. Engine start switch. Semi-automatic cruise control. Left joystick controls forward and backward movement. Right joystick controls left and right turns. Blade fixing plate lift. Power on and off. Before turning on the power, ensure the lever is pushed backward. Then, turn on power. Confirm the engine throttle is in the idle position. Turn on the remote control power first, then the lawnmower power. Pre-operation check for engine speed control. Can the throttle servo function properly? Is the LED working correctly? Is the blade fixing plate functioning properly? After completing the checks, start the engine. First, push the throttle to increase engine speed. Increase the engine speed. Pull down to unlock the engine. Press down to start the engine. Once the engine starts, push the throttle lever downward to medium speed. If it's a new engine or hasn't been started in a while, the engine compartment may be low on oil or gas, making it harder to start. In this case, push the throttle to the high cold start position to help fuel enter the engine compartment. Once the engine starts, immediately lower the throttle. If the engine shakes or emits black smoke upon starting, check if the throttle speed is too high. During operation, keep the throttle between 60% to 70% of the maximum speed. The socket button head collar screw may loosen and shift after several operations. Check the tightness of the dedicated track. The white line is the factory setting and can be used as a reference to lock the socket button head collar screw tightly. If the engine fails to start 3 times in a row, the system will enter a 20-second stop mode. After 20 seconds, you can attempt to start the engine again and repeat the above steps. Preparation and inspection before operation. 1. Check fuel level. Check engine oil level and air filter. 2. Ensure the remote control has sufficient battery. 3. The dedicated track tension should not feel loose. 4. Ensure the blades and blade fixing plate screw are tightened for safe operation. Check the alignment of the blade set sliding marks, ensuring they are in a straight line. If the marks are misaligned, retighten the screws and ensure the correct position. 5. When starting the engine, stand on both sides of the machine to ensure safety. Semi-automatic cruise control. Enable semi-automatic cruise control while moving. The lawnmower will travel at the current speed. The right joystick can also control the lawnmower's left, right and turning movements. When the semi-automatic cruise control is turned off, the lawnmower will stop moving. If the lawnmower is stationary and cannot move, please check if the semi-automatic cruise control is enabled. You must turn the switch to the off position, otherwise the joystick will not be controllable. Dedicated track tension adjustment. First, loosen the fixing socket button head collar screw, then adjust the inner and outer screw linkage positions to control the dedicated track tension. The white line indicates the factory setting. It can be used as a reference line. Turning the screw forward tightens the dedicated track, while turning it backward loosens the dedicated track. Ensure that the dedicated track tension is straight and stable. Press down on the dedicated track with your hand. It should not feel loose. After adjustment, check the screws on both sides. They should be in the same position. You can measure with the vernier caliper. After measuring the outer and inner sides, the deviation should be less than 1 millimeter. Once completed, tighten the fixing socket button head collar screw. Blade set replacement and maintenance. When replacing the blade, the lawn mower body needs to be tilted. Due to the protruding and non-flat design of the guide pulley seat nut, the machine body cannot be stably tilted to avoid tipping over. You can use the following two methods. 1. Use two square rods to support the machine body. 2. Stabilize the machine body with your hands. Note, key points for the tilting operation. Ensure the machine body faces forward. Tilt the machine body to the right. After tilting, the oil fill hole should be facing downward to prevent oil from entering the engine compartment, which could make it hard to start the engine again due to excessive oil and cause black smoke. Blade replacement procedure. Before removing the blade, check if the blade fixing plate screws are tightened. The blade fixing plate screws has a white line. This is a sliding mark that needs to be aligned in a straight line. If the mark is misaligned, retighten the screws and ensure the position is correct. When replacing the blade, first insert the washer. Then insert the spring washer. Finally, screw on the M10 nut. Use a tool to tighten the nut. Ensure the blade is securely fixed. Each time you replace the blade, the nut should also be replaced to prevent the nut from becoming stuck due to wear during operation. After tightening the blade screw, the blade should remain able to rotate freely. Note, due to the high-frequency vibration from the engine and operation, after the first 3 uses, be sure to check all screws. This will help improve resistance to vibration and prevent screws from loosening. Otherwise, the structure may disassemble or parts may fall off due to screws coming loose. Engine inspection and maintenance. Pull out the oil dipstick from the engine gear chamber. Check if there is enough engine oil. Check regularly to prevent engine damage from oil depletion. The red arrow indicates the engine oil drain hole. 2 other methods for changing the oil. 1. Use an oil siphon pump to extract the oil. 2. Another method is to drain the oil through the filler port. Tilt the lawnmower to the right side. The engine oil hole should be at the bottom. Ensure the correct tilting direction of the lawnmower to prevent oil from entering the engine compartment, leading to difficulty starting the engine again later. Difficulty starting the engine and excessive black smoke due to too much oil. Open the engine oil hole cap and drain the old oil. For the new lawn mower, change the oil after 40 hours of operation. After the second oil change, replace it every 100 hours of operation. For the G45, each oil change requires 1000 cc about 1 bottle. For the G22, each oil change requires 500 cc about half a bottle. Clean the air filter regularly. If necessary, wash it with water and let it dry. The above instructions are for the G22X, G45X operation and maintenance precautions. Thank you for watching.